Hey guys, this is Carmen Marie with the New Happy Me TV. I'm so happy to be here. Coco is here with us today as well. Welcome to my home office. It is a somewhat of a gloomy day here in Montreal, and it's really cold outside. So it feels good to be here with you, talking about something that I love talking about, passions. So I wrote down a few tips that I would have to give you regarding passions, and these tips are really based on my own experience from way back when I didn't even have passions. And I actually my ex-husband, when we were together, was incredibly passionate about hockey. Hockey is a very big deal in Montreal. So he was very passionate about hockey, and I was actually jealous of him. I was envious of his passion, of not feeling that I had something similar to be so involved in, to be loving to spend time with. Whenever he had his hockey on, I would just retire. I would do my own thing. And I felt like I didn't have anything of my own. I went on to joining Toastmasters, which is a public speaking club. And I really enjoyed that very much. But I don't think it ever became a passion either. And at the same time, I had my first child, then we moved away, I had my second child. So things kind of got really unsettled and rushed in our life, and we ended up getting a divorce. So with all these things, I really didn't pay much attention to passions because that wasn't my priority. What I realized, though, is that the thing with passion is that when you do have a passion in life, and when you allow it to come forward, when you allow it to be part of your life, you generally see how you get a higher level of satisfaction of life because you are enjoying it, you are spending time with it. And the one thing that I have found more and more now as I work with my passions on a regular basis is that your passions get you closer to the purpose of your life. You're here in this lifetime for a reason, and you're probably going to be compelled to do certain things in your work or in your hobbies in a way that you will be impacting the lives of other people. And if you notice very carefully, a lot of the times that you are impacting the lives of people, it's by doing something that you are passionate about. So passions will eventually lead you into doing what it is your purpose in life to do, what your mission is in life to do. So here are 4 things that I put down, and it's based on this story. It's basically based on the fact that not knowing what my passions were, and I'm talking about back then I was 27, 28 years old, so I wasn't too young. I was already in my family. I could have developed passions then. So basically what I'm saying is that it's not too late if you don't have your passions now. And I want to kind of guide you into a way that you can discover yourself, discover your passions, discover your purpose, and allow yourself to flow with them. So that's the number 1. It's okay to not know what your passion is right now. The important thing is to allow yourself to be guided by things that are around you, by things that you are impacted by things that will make a difference in your life. So let's say there's something that happens in your community, something that arouses your interest, your curiosity, and there's a committee that is formed or some kind of activity in the community, and you go, you participate, and you thoroughly enjoy that. Well, that's something that you should be guided by. That's something that you should treat as a message, something that you will easily gain something from and be able to give back for. It may not necessarily be your passion, your, that passion that you're looking for. However, it may guide you towards that. So allow yourself to go with the flow, to follow that kind of guidance. Guidance will come in the form of any kind of message, as well as your own gut feeling, as well as your happiness. Happiness does mean a lot. When you feel happy doing something, generally means that that's a message to let you know that that's something that you should be doing. That's something that is aligned with your purpose and your mission, and something that will guide you towards what is going to really bring out the aliveness in you. That being said, basically, it's okay if you don't know what your passion is, and it's okay if you don't find out what your true passion is for a while, as long as you allow yourself to go with the flow. Next, number 2 is notice what you love doing, even if that thing is called work. Now, that's one thing that, there's a stigma around work, where work is to get paid, so work is work. But we also talk about loving your work. So what if your passion were to be your work? So allow that to happen. And it's even better if your work is related, if your passion is related to your work, because then you'd be getting paid for your passion. So a lot of the tendency now is to say, create work out of your passion, because that's the way to be happy. And that's something that I've been working with a lot, and it has been an incredible learning and growing experience, because I've been learning how to manipulate that, make the best balanced life out of it. I can't always make work out of my passion, but how can I mold it such that it makes sense for me? And the other thing is, what I recently recognized in myself is that there are parts of my work that I didn't consider as passion, because they were not hobby-like. They were not related to the things that I would generally talk about very often. However, I realized that there were parts of my work that I am very passionate about. And what you'll notice in your work also is that whatever you are very qualified to do, whatever you do with your eyes closed, generally will be part of your passion as well. So don't negate the fact that you may have some passions in your work, even if other people would not consider that as a passion. That may actually come out. And various passions. So you may be passionate about something very different, but also passionate about something that you do in your work. And that's really something that I have been looking at in the recent weeks, very, very recent here, because I realized that there are some parts of my work that I thoroughly enjoy. And if someone were to ask me how I would do certain things, I have a certain expertise in organizational structures, and so I will love talking about it. I can create presentations about it, I can teach about it, and so forth. And so that part of my work, I will be paid for it with a salary or on contract. However, it is still a passion for me, because it brings out something really intense in me as I speak about it or as I work at it. And so look at that in your life. What is it that you do in your life that brings out that fire in you and allows you to speak, teach about it, and be happy about sharing that information with other people, even if you would be getting paid for it? This is something that may actually be part of your life purpose, and that's what I'm entertaining, that idea in myself. And what if it is? Then you can notice how you are impacting with your work and passion. You'll notice how you'll be impacting the lives of many, even if it's in the corporate world. So don't discount the fact that your passion may actually. Then number 3 is, another thing not to discount, is the fact that your passions may change. You're aging, you're learning, you're growing, your lifestyle is changing. There are certain things that you discover about yourself that make it such that you will realize that your passions may be evolving into something very different. And since you may have more than one passion, you may start with one and develop with a few others, and then have some kind of change in between. So this is also something that can happen, and allow it to happen, because as you grow with your passions, you will realize that you are going to be more and more aligned with your purpose. You will discover more about yourself, and you will discover how you will be impacting the lives of so many people. So your passions may change and evolve. Allow that to happen, and be open to the messages to take on new activities, new hobbies, new work, and see if they would be part of your passions as well. So, and we get into the number 4. Number 4 is have fun. Because, like I said before, your passion is meant to get you more and more aligned with your purpose. And if your purpose had something to do with intense work, with only challenges, with only challenges that made you feel like it was more of a struggle than anything else, you would probably have more of a chance of giving up. Your passions, aligning yourself with your purpose, allows that to become something that you thrive in, that creates that adrenaline in you, that motivates you, encourages you to do more. And as you do more, as you impact more people, you get feedback, and that feedback still feeds you for that passion. And so that's how it's done. That's how there's a good divine order in this, where when you have a mission in life, it can be a very heavy mission. However, because it's a passion of yours, together that becomes a whole that is so powerful, that is so energetic and dynamic, and will allow you to really go through with whatever your purpose and your mission is. And so I encourage you to have fun with your passion, to see how you can have fun with your passion. And if there are a lot of challenges, if your passion is something, it happens a lot in advocacy, when your passion seems to be something that is still very heavy, that requires a lot out of you, look at what holds you on to that, the type of feedback or the results, or just the work in itself. What does it give you inside in your core that you can build on, that energy that you can feed yourself off of? That's what's going to be powerful for you to be able to continue on with that passion and impact the world with your purpose. So those are the 4 tips that I would have for you. These are tips that I absolutely go by and that I have been evolving with over the past years. These are really beliefs that I have experimented myself, and I know these to be true, and I know how things still evolve. I'm still developing my passions. I'm still learning about them and learning where I stand, where my passions are concerned. And I am open to learning about them. I'm open to learning about new passions that may develop out of my current ones. And so I understand that nothing is set in stone, and that the best way to do what's best for me and what's really aligned with my purpose is to allow myself to flow, to go with it, to be open to guidance and messages, and go with the flow of my passions, to just enjoy what is given to me. That's what the New Happy Me is all about. That's what the journey is all about. And that's how we live the fullest of lives. I hope this episode helped you. Give me your feedback. I would love to hear from you. My email is carmen@thenewhappyme.com. You can go check out the website, TheNewHappyMe.com. You have the latest episode on TheNewHappyMe.tv.com. And you also have, under category The New Happy Me TV, you will see all the past archives of this show. Now, I have to tell you, I have been doing this show at 10 a.m. Eastern, which I will no longer do. I won't be able to keep that schedule. And I'm not sure I'm going to be developing a new way of offering you the New Happy Me TV, hopefully with a new schedule to come. I want to continue offering you. You can go check on TheNewHappyMeTV.com regularly, or on social media, Facebook and Twitter, to see when the next live shows are going to be. You can always contact me live whenever you are you are seeing the show live. However, most of the time, a lot of the audience that follows me goes through the archives and is able to learn from the episodes at the convenience, at their own convenience, time, and from their home, at their own convenience. So I highly encourage you to just email me or contact me through the TheNewHappyMe.com if you have any questions. The questions also obviously help me because I will be able to offer you new episodes with new topics based on the questions that you give me. So that's it for today, and watch out for when the next show is going to appear. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.